DreamHack Open Cluj-Napoca is day 2 is still underway, and we have none other than Karrigan from TSM, another name in the playoffs, another name in the quarterfinals from first place after Luminosity just upset Fnatic, kind of surprisingly. But yeah. Let's get through the groups. So let's get through yesterday's and today's match, which was first Flipside yesterday, and then G2 Penguin. G2 today. Yeah, let's start off with the yesterday's one. Both were pretty straightforward. So, what do you think about it?
I think yesterday we have a good veto advantage, especially in the new system. This makes us having that one more advantage to veto one more map. So we came out on Cash, which was a good map for us. I pretty much knew that they wouldn't like Cash, so I just banned out the maps they like, just to let them feel unconfident on maps instead of giving them maps they like Train, Mirage, stuff like that. So for us this was like walking in the park, I feel like on Cash, because I already knew that they weren't that good on that map. So coming into that match, I knew we had to veto the good, else it could be dangerous on other maps like Train, Mirage, stuff like that, where they're actually pretty good. So going to the second match today, the veto was a little different. We had to think about what maps we would like to play and what they would veto. So basically they veto Cobble, which gave us one more advantage because they chose Mirage or Inferno. Coming out of Dust 2, we knew that we had to play our A game because Dust 2 is one of their maps where they actually can't just run around and shoot. So we had to shut down that from the beginning round. And I think it came good at start, and then it came a little back, and 10-5 was actually a good score for us. Going to T side, it was just like getting the pistol and then just finish the work for today. So it could have been much closer, because I think online last time we won in overtime. I think last 5 matches we played against them was 4 of them was Dust 2, so it didn't surprise me to play Dust 2 again. So we just kind of knew how they play, and I don't think they like the way we play Dust 2 because it doesn't fit their style.
All right, the first 4 rounds were kind of crazy. It was like back and forth. First you won, then they won the second. You won the third. Was it as surprising to you as it was on the stream, as it was to the viewers? Was it so chaotic from your point of view as well?
I think that wasn't that chaotic. I think I threw it around in second round. I couldn't hit that guy running around with Tech 9. Oh, yeah. So just winning this third round just gave us the momentum again. And against Gamers 2, it's very important to gain the momentum from beginner round, so they'll get into that moment where they feel more and more confident for every kill they get. So we had to just shut down the momentum from the beginning of match, and then I kind of knew we had to just play it safe and take the map home.
Okay, so I've talked to most of the teams here, and almost all of them said that they weren't doing a boot camp for different reasons, either organizational or by decision. How was your preparation in that sense?
We chose not to boot camp because I think we did a mistake at Cologne. We were way too overplayed. I think like we boot camped 4 days before tournament, and we just woke up every day at 12 and just played until 2 a.m. And in it, it felt like we were burned out, and the things we did in practice wasn't good enough because people just wanted to go on the frag, not playing the attacks correctly. This time we were more intensively training. It's just like playing 4 or 5 hours per day and then 1 hour theory. Think about new things. I just spend more time this time to figure out new things and new ways, because you have to come up with something new at this tournament, because when you go deep in the tournament, you already showed many things, so you have to like play a different style when you get an end of tournament. So I think we are more prepared mentally and more prepared strongly, because we just fixed the mistakes we had a few maps to stronger our map pool even more. So we just know in A2, I look down the teams on every team, what are we going to play, what we're not going to play. And I just found out what map would actually be the key map in all third, if you get to a third map. And that's what we trained on, and just more focused training this time than overall preparation like last time.
Okay, so since you had PGL just a couple of weeks ago, it's kind of it's not that much time to adapt for other teams. So have you spent any time at all watching the top teams, play online? Have you spent any time at all for that?
I mean, I spent more time when we know what enemies we have. I mean, I prepared a little for this matches, but again, it's the best of one. It's hard to actually know what kind of map you're going out to, and I know anti-strat in a group state doesn't make sense for us because the enemies will adapt to us instead of we adapt to them. So we had to find our own way to adapt within the game when we feel like the anti-strat us. But we didn't. That wasn't the case of this group state at all, in my opinion. Going deeper to the tournament, we need to focus more on teams like Envious, because we have had problems anti-stratting them and doing better against them than Virtus Pro and Fnatic, in my opinion, since we were very, very good prepared for Virtus Pro, tried out some new stuff against them, because even whole last year, this year we had problems against Virtus.pro, and we overcome that obstacle right now. So we feel confident playing Virtus.pro and Fnatic, but we still had that issue with Envious. So I tried some stuff online against them, something new things, and we kind of won some of the matches against them. So just hope it works at this tournament, and we just have to play our A game all the time. If we play our A game, we are very dangerous.
So do you feel as the favorite for this tournament now that you've passed the group stages?
I think it's hard to just say one favorite in my opinion, because even though we had a good online wrestle, it's still online. There's all this pressure, it's still this kind of thing, you haven't been in a major final. So just take one match at a time, maybe we even play Fnatic tomorrow, like in a quarterfinal, who knows, because they lost to Luminosity. So just to take one game at a time, we don't think much about the pressure or anything, and you can't clearly say there's one favorite, since Amy played good yesterday, Virtus.pro had some problems, Fnatic losing. But when they get to the best of three, it's just another game, it's another style, it's another calmness for all the good teams. And there you have to see what teams are in shape, and that's on Saturday where you really can see who's actually the big favorites to win the tournament.
Okay, touching on Virtus.pro, touching on Fnatic, what do you think of the results? I'm not sure how much you watched the games, but yeah, as you said, Liquid were almost winning the match against Virtus.pro, and then Fnatic just now lost to Luminosity, so that means they're going to be at best they're going to be second. So we still don't know. They might lose to Cloud9 even. But yeah, what do you think about the results here? Were they surprising?
Before the tournament, I knew like some of the groups were very tough in my opinion, especially the last two groups. And with Fnatic losing Luminosity just makes that group even harder now. So I feel like we had a little luck with our group, especially because we like to play gamers too. We haven't played Mouse for a long time, so it's hard to say. But looking at the wrestles, of course Fnatic losing to Luminosity is a big upset in my opinion. But still, I don't know. I still feel that Luminosity is playing Inferno that good since practice. They are playing that map so different than other teams. They're playing very slow, more like Na'Vi, but still way more structured. And I like to see them play Inferno because we lost to them at ESA finals on Inferno, and I underestimated back then how they played Inferno, because when you look how they play it, it looks kind of easy to handle Trend threat. But somehow they managed to beat a top team on Inferno again, which makes people maybe ban Inferno against them in the quarterfinals and play another map. So let's see how they do in the best of three. I still think they are a team that's very good in best of one. They are a very focused team, and keeping that focus over the best of three and not losing many key rounds is very important for a team like that. So they upset the group stage right now. But I still think there's many more wrestles this evening to look at.
Okay, before I let you go, the last question is going to be about the booths, about the whole setup of the tournament. What do you think about it? What's your take on it?
I don't want to comment on PCs and monitors since everybody did that. I have my own opinion, but still I think the booth is so amazing to play, and it just feels like you play at home. You're way more relaxed with your communication, which is better for many teams. So I actually like the setup very much, with just being calm. You can just talk freely. You don't have to think about what you're saying. You can actually make long sentences and make calls that make sense, because you don't have the crowd in the background all the time. So in my opinion, the setup and the whole environment this tournament is just one of the best I've been in. And the production from PGL, again, I have to point out there, I like the production very much, and every time I've been in, it's just getting better and better and better, and I can't wait until Saturday and Sunday. I'm sure they have something to show.
Yeah, as far as we know, there's going to be much more features on the stage and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for the interview, for taking the time. I'm sorry, a little bit chuckle. And yeah, do you have any last words? Shout out to fans, sponsors.
I want to say thank you for all the sponsors, the TSM fan who takes care of us, send us everywhere and support us every day, every second in our life for this year. Then I want to thank my friends, my family and my girlfriend for supporting me. It's been amazing. And all the fans out there, thank you for your support, and I hope you will support us the whole tournament. And especially thanks to the Romanian fans. They're always amazing.
All right, so two teams are in the playoffs. Luminosity just joined by TSM, expected. Yeah, stay tuned to hltv.org, as we still have two matches left to be played, and we're hoping to get interviews from both of them.